Coach, two questions. The first one, a bowl game and an opener is the only time where you have more than a week or two to prepare. Are you afraid of paralysis of analysis, just having too much time to put in too much stuff?
That's a great point. And that is absolutely the case. I think a lot of people could I've done different methods over the years of how to prepare for an opening game. And sometimes that is an absolute case. Every coach that's ever called plays can kind of maybe go back into a scenario or a year where maybe that was so. You know what? Here's what approach I've taken, and we've looked at BYU a ton. Don't get me wrong, but with the mixture of like incomers, like in spring ball we had a team, and all of a sudden we had some more members since spring ball. The traditional way of like, hey, what you kind of got, you're gonna line up with. Nowadays with the roster management, we all know who knows now, right? And so we spent a ton of time really on us, or identifying, okay, what guys do we have and what do they do well? Okay. And here's our system. Let's make sure we highlight these guys this way and these guys that way. What can our O-line block? What can our quarterback handle? Who needs to touch the ball? And then really get good at building in those mechanisms and getting good at those mechanisms and getting great at those details. And then we're going to sit there and now that we kind of know, like we got one more scrimmage tomorrow, and then we know what we got, right? So now it's okay. Now we take these BYU thoughts. All right, now we know who we are, and let's make sure, okay, if this is who we are, we need to apply who we are to what we think we're going to see on that opening game. So because BYU is a great opponent. They're very talented. There's a reason why they're a top 25 team and on the move like they are. But that's where we've focused more time on us, and it's really because of your roster and guys that were new in spring. Coaches mentioned to it and before to you guys have made big leaps and bounds in fall camp than what they were in spring. And so now you got a new element that maybe going into fall camp you didn't think like, oh man, this guy's really stepping up. We gotta think about what we want to do here. So I think it's a healthy balance, but we spent a little bit more time, I think, on us. And now, like after this Saturday, it's full bore for 2 weeks, focusing on BYU. But we have time on them over summer.
Coach, I threw Coach Shoup the curveball yesterday, so it'd be unfair if I didn't throw you one today. Yesterday, I celebrated my 43rd wedding anniversary. From a coaching standpoint, how important is it to have that special someone with you as a coach?
It is everything. So my wife, Tiffany Trickett, she is a West Virginia grad. We knew each other in college, and I started dating her after college. She is everything I do is with her right by my side, and with her and our kids at the forefront of every decision. But it's 100% everything in a coach's world, because we're here 17-hour days. She even said, like, is it going to be 17-hour days throughout the season? And because we got the guys now and it's camp. But I tell you, here's the thing. I had a great support system at home because my mom is a coach's wife, and my dad, who's 74, is still coaching. 74 is still going. So my mom has been through it. So Tiffany's been able to communicate with her, and my mom's got like, look, this is how it is. And my wife is the toughest individual I know. Mentally, I mean, she's phenomenal. She's raising 3 kids essentially on her own to an extent, something during times of the years, especially during this 2 weeks at camp. It's hard, but 100%, man. Our coaches' wives, they're special breed. They're special people, and we couldn't do what we do without them. And our kids, I'm a coach's kid. I got to see my dad at night late. I lived the life, so I know when I come home, I've got to be the best husband and best father I can be. And the great thing is we got a head coach that puts family first. So like after this scrimmage on Saturday, he said, everyone, players and coaches, get out of the building. So me and my family, we're going to go to the jump place, flying squirrel. And we're just going, I'm going to go be dad for that half of the day and husband to the best of my ability. But I appreciate you asking that question.